Chinese food in the house. My chicken has lemons on it. Should I eat the lemon? I'm gonna eat the lemon. Dude, let's just go for it. Yep, sour. Oh, Jesus, I need a fork. Oh, God, my knee. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Playcrastination, population 43, and welcome to the first ever W.A.P. Now I know you're probably wondering, what the hell is a W.A.P? W.A.P stands for Weekly Address to Playcrastination. In the 1930s, American President Franklin Delano Roosevelt started doing these things called fireside chats, where he used to get on the radio and talk to the American people directly. In the 1980s, President Ronald Reagan took that idea and ran with it, and he's actually started doing a weekly address to the United States every Saturday. In the 2000s, President George W. Bush used to record his weekly addresses as podcasts and put them out online. And more recently, President Barack Obama is the first president to actually start doing his weekly address on YouTube and putting it up. I got all of that info from Wikipedia. And as your fearless leader, I wanted to make sure that I did the same thing so you always know what's going on in Playcrastination. Anyway, so that's what a W.A.P is. A W.A.P, a weekly address to Playcrastination, is a chance for me, basically a vlog, but it's got a cooler title. It's a chance for me to talk to you guys about what's going on in Playcrastination, what you can expect upcoming, and things of that nature. So every W.A.P has 4 parts. Part 1 is welcoming new citizens. Part 2 is channel news. Part 3 is the question of the week. And part 4 is the tip of the week. So like I said, in part 1 we welcome any new citizens that we gain during the week. Now obviously this is the first time I've ever done this, so instead of just welcoming the new citizens that join this week, I'm going to go through all the subscribers we have so far and give them all a huge shout out. So if you don't hear your name called, I apologize. I'm just reading them straight off of the YouTube subscriptions page of who it says is subscribed to my channel. So if you're not on there for whatever reason, I don't know why that might be, but here we go. Ponezord subscribed 3 years ago apparently, though my channel has only been out for 4 months. Thank you. Billy1414 Bob, Mjar416, Dan Gonzalez, Drake Gens, Dustin Gibbons, Mr. Ginger Ninja, Booble Scrub, Brent Fields, Nathan Scott, Royce Bowden, Sergeant Kilmore, Hurst Danny, Maria Fisher, G Nodnarp, GR Gaming, Bulldozer Billy, Alex Walker, Freezer Burn X, Mesophase, Iachronos, Fine Carpa, Jamie James, Figsy, Dan the Man SE15, Zitz's House, Mr. Devil's Man, Shay T, Poombox, Peter Smith, Crushing Ninjas, Carla Feliciano, Villa de Maderia Portas e Escaridas, I tried, Game On Violet, Mjar, Side Quest Channel, Funtime Kid 1199, DJ Gamar, and XXZ4CH4TT4CKXX. Like I said, if I didn't call your name, I apologize. I just read off what YouTube gave me as my subscribers, but thank you guys all so much for the continued support. Like I said at the beginning, we stand at 43 subscribers right now, 43 citizens strong, and that is so amazing. It's so much further than what I expected this channel to go. Now, if I'm going to be 100% honest, there's probably going to be some weeks where we only welcome in 1 or 2 new citizens. Probably also going to be weeks where we don't welcome anybody in, and that's totally fine. I still think it's worth it to give credit to our new citizens and welcome them into our community. Moving on to part 2, channel news. This is where I tell you everything you can expect this week, everything that happened in the past week, blah 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 blah. This week we introduced a new series where I attempt my first ever Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge. I also did it randomized, so if you haven't checked it out yet, it is some of the most fun I've had. I've already recorded like the next 5 episodes down, so if you want to see that, click on the Walking Dead poster to check it out. I also want to apologize for no Banjo-Kazooie this week. My Elgato capture card for some reason has been crashing. I tried to record it about 5 times, and every time I did, it would crash about 5 minutes into the episode, so I had to keep restarting over and over, and after a while, it just wasn't worth it anymore, so I'm giving it a break, and I'm going to try to figure out what's wrong with it, so hopefully, starting this week, Banjo-Kazooie will be back. Speaking of all these series, I've hit a point where I've actually started making so many series at the same time where it's tough for me to balance them out. Our current series include Binding of Isaac Afterbirth, Fallout 4, Banjo-Kazooie, Nuclear Throne, this new Pokemon series, any new indie games that I play, and now the W.A.P. We have 7 series right now, and obviously that'd be perfect. We could do 1 each day of the week. But who only wants to see 1 Fallout per week or 1 Binding of Isaac per week? I sure as heck want to play more than 1 Fallout per week or 1 Binding of Isaac per week. But then comes the issue of time. My college literally starts back up tomorrow, and once that starts, my time is going to be cut significantly shorter. So as much as I'd love to put out 1 of every video every single day, it's not going to be possible. Now, this doesn't mean that any series are going away. It just means that some of them are going to be a little less frequent than the others. I actually put a poll up on Twitter today asking which of the series you guys want to see more of. And a whopping 3 of you answered, so thank you guys so much. And the 2 that really won out were Binding of Isaac and Fallout 4, which makes sense. Those are the 2 that we started with. So going forward, I'm attempting to kind of create an upload schedule of sorts. I know I've kind of been very random about it so far, but going forward, I'd like to stick with an upload schedule that you guys can agree on. What it's looking like so far is it's going to go something like this. Every Monday and Thursday, we'll have an episode of The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth and an episode of Nuclear Throne. Both of them are roguelites, and they really take no time at all to edit, so it shouldn't be that difficult for me to get 2 episodes up on those 2 days. Tuesdays and Fridays, we'll have episodes of Fallout 4. Every Wednesday, you can expect to see new episodes of that Pokemon Nuzlocke challenge I talked about. And every Saturday, we'll have an episode of Banjo-Kazooie to serve as some Saturday morning cartoons. And then on Sundays, obviously, as you're seeing today, is the W.A.P. Now, the only issue with this upload schedule is that it leaves out indie games. My thought process is that I don't play a ton of indie games, so as I play them, I can just stick them into random days of the week and it won't be that big a deal. But let me know what you think of that upload schedule. If you have any suggestions on ways I can change it or improve it, please let me know. Alright, and that's all the channel news I have for this week, so let's go ahead and move into part 3, the question of the week. Oh my god, there's nothing better on earth than a crab rangoon. So typically the question of the week is going to be a question from you guys that I answer. Usually I'm going to get it from either Twitter or YouTube comments, so if you want to ask me a question, that's where you should do it. Shameless Twitter plug. But again, since this is the first week of ever doing this, I went ahead and came up with the question myself. So this week, Playcrastination asks Playcrastination, what are your New Year's resolutions? New Year's resolutions are always really tough for me. I'm not very good at sticking to them. My strategy over the past couple years has just been to come up with as many resolutions as possible. That way if you complete at least one, at least you accomplish something in the year, right? Kinda did the same thing again this year. I have a ton of new resolutions and I've already... The Chinese food that I'm eating right now already shows that I'm breaking them. But if I had to narrow it down to 3 main resolutions, I think they'd be these. Number 1, which is probably the most common New Year's resolution, I want to start exercising 3 times a week. Before I came into college, I used to exercise all the time just for fun, but since I've got here, I've really kind of let myself go. In fact, last year alone, I gained 40 pounds. So I think it's time to reverse the cycle. I've set a goal for myself, losing 20 pounds by June 1st. If I can lose 20 pounds by June 1st, my reward is that I get a new tattoo, so that's my motivation. Also, not looking like a disgusting monster is pretty good motivation. My second resolution, and this one's kind of vague, is to take more chances. People that know me know that I didn't used to be much of a risk taker. I used to be the kind of guy who was scared to try something new on the McDonald's dollar menu because I didn't want to waste my dollar. But towards the end of last year, I finally started taking a couple risks. First was creating this channel. I'm an extremely shy and self-conscious person, so actually getting myself out there was one of the hardest things I've ever done. But it has turned into one of the best decisions I've ever made. We may not have a channel with 1 million subscribers. We may not have a channel with 100 subscribers. We have 43 subscribers right now, and to me that is amazing. That is surpassing any goals I could have set for myself. But most importantly, we have a fun community that I think we can be proud of. So yeah, in 2016 I want to take more risks. I want to stop being the guy who sits in his room all night and does homework and start doing something a little more outside the box. Tonight I took a risk and got some lemon chicken instead of General Tso's, and it's delicious. My last one, and this might seem kind of counterintuitive, I want to keep playcrastinating. So as you know from my channel name, playcrastinating is to procrastinate while playing video games. Now I know that a lot of people's New Year's resolutions is to stop procrastinating, but I don't want to change in that regard. Now in 2016 I am going to try to save some time by cutting out things like social media, phone apps, little time waster things that really have no importance in life. However, I'm not going to stop playcrastinating. Playcrastinating is the reason this channel exists. If I wasn't a procrastinator, I never would have started this. For me, this channel is extremely awesome, and I want to see it grow in 2016. So that's why I'm going to commit to continue playcrastinating, and I hope you will too. Oh god, it's everywhere. Alright, and finally, part 4, we have the tip of the week. And you know what? Since I got Chinese food, let's go ahead and let the fortune cookie decide this week's tip of the week. Hold on, give me a second. Perfect. I definitely ate a little bit of paper just now, but this week's tip of the week is try a new hat for a change in looks. Be creative. So, if you got any hats out there, go don them right now. I've got this one, and this one. They told me to be creative though, so I could wear them. Oh, I have an idea. Oh man, that's it. I can't even fit them all in. That's the look. I also have this hat with a ball on it. Alright, I'm gonna go digest the paper from that fortune cookie, but thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the weekly address to Playcrastination, also known as the W.A.P. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to become a citizen of Playcrastination today. And if you're already a subscriber, don't forget to share out the channel so we can continue to grow. I think 2016 holds great things for this channel. I'm gonna keep doing my best to produce the most entertaining content for you guys that I can, and I hope you guys enjoy. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Wait, you mean that's not how you're supposed to eat those?